23 ABC News is brought to you in high definition by BMW of Bakersfield. Purchase or lease a new BMW today and receive full maintenance at no additional cost. The station that covers Kern County, 23 ABC News at 6.
Two teenagers took off from a local group home. One of them has a newborn. What authorities are saying about their disappearance and why they are considered at risk.
And hashtag Hero Cat, the most famous cat in the world, is about to throw out the first pitch at a Bakersfield Blaze game. We are live with the media hype and all the excitement.
And the drought is beginning to leave its mark. The number of jobs lost and the revenue lost just this year.
Good evening. Thanks for choosing 23 ABC News at 6. I'm Todd Karli.
And I'm Jackie Parks. Police are asking for the public's help tonight in finding two teens who ran away with an 8-week-old infant. 23 ABC's Chris Ornelas is live from the neighborhood where police say the two teen girls were last seen.
Well, police say that the two teen girls, one 16 and one 17, ran away from this group home here in East Bakersfield. One of the girls had just had a baby, and police say the teens took the baby with them. This is 16-year-old Adriana Smith. Bakersfield police say she ran away from this group home near Oswell and Brundage. Smith is the mother of an 8-week-old baby who she took with her when she left. She took a stroller, formula, and other necessities to care for the baby, so they are not concerned for the baby's welfare. The reason police put out the alert is because the law requires them to when an infant is involved. The 16-year-old ran away with another resident from the group home, 17-year-old Ariel Sincan. Police say both are habitual runaways, and if the baby wasn't with them, they would not be considered at risk. Human Services wouldn't comment specifically on this case, but they say their goal is always to keep families together, so it would not be unusual for a teen mom to have her baby with her in foster care. Now, police say they are not actively searching for the teens, but they say if they come across them while on patrol, they will return them to this group home. They are also asking if anyone sees the group to give them a call. Todd.
Thanks, Chris. As the drought emergency continues to unfold, state officials are making the call on tough decisions that could affect many across our state. Members from the State Water Resources Control Board just a few moments ago decided to postpone a vote on a proposal today that could slowly halt the allocation of water from 3 Sacramento River tributaries. This vote could potentially affect several water agencies, also property owners and farmers, and leave them with less water than expected. This comes as an effort to help protect the river's flow and save endangered salmon as they migrate.
Well, this is tough. I mean, we've known all along. We've put out early curtailment notices. There's been the drought proclamations by the governor. Everybody has to share here.
With the water diversions, the peak regulations would take place in June. Farmers with orchards along the Delta and in the Central Valley will have to find other sources of water for their crops. They will make their vote potentially now tomorrow. And it is also bad news for the economy. New research estimates the drought could cost the state billions of dollars and leave thousands unemployed. That research comes from UC Davis. It estimates the drought will cost California's economy $3.4 billion. Already, the state has lost $1.7 billion as 400,000 acres go unplanted with a lack of water. This also points to a major job loss for those in agriculture. More than 14,000 farm workers are expected to lose their jobs.
Today was nice, highs in the low, mid-70s. Wasn't it gorgeous today? A little warmer tomorrow. And you know what? Scattered showers continue near the Lake Isabella area. Things have calmed down near Fraser Park, but overall the rainfall chances for Bakersfield are pretty weak. What a great live picture from our HD camera in Arvin. Look at that. So those dark little layers at the bottom of the clouds, some of them dropping some showers to our east. Our roof cam here downtown is pretty quiet, but it's a nice night, 73. Winds still gusting out of the northwest, 15 to 25 miles per hour. Highs today, all low mid-70s. Those are the current temperatures we have now. 61 at Lake Isabella, sure looks good. So the rest of your evening looks pretty nice too. 63 at 10, tomorrow 55, a mix of cloud and sun. And we'll get you back up to 80 tomorrow. The 7-day forecast is coming up. Back to you.
Colin, thanks. The drought has affected a lot of people all across the state. And close to home, one couple in Porterville has been struggling with no water at all for the past 2 months. Carmen and Al Alamandez have been scrambling to find water since April. Their 75-foot deep well ran completely dry, leaving them with no running water. The couple have not been able to do dishes, laundry, or even take a shower. Unfortunately, Carmen has to do all the work since Al is in poor health.
Frustrating, yes, it is. I try not to show it because he gets more frustrated than I do because he wants to help me and he can't.
There's no money, there's no job, and I can't work and I can't move. I figured out, well, now what? And I have to depend on my wife.
They say this is the first time the well has ever run dry. For now, they're going to their children's homes for help and depending on the buckets of water around the home.
Well, that Bakersfield famous feline is making her big debut on the field tonight, and 23ABC's Tim Callahan is live at Sam Lynn Ballpark as a large crowd anticipates tonight's first pitch of the game. Tim.
Todd, good evening. And a lot of media is here, too. We've had media from all across the world, in Southern California, Brazil, all around. They are now descending upon little old Bakersfield to report this story. And, of course, it's all about Tara, the hero cat, after she made that darting move to save her little buddy Jeremy in that now video that has gone viral, 21 million views. And as we mentioned, Tara, the hero cat, as she's known, has been on a media tour of sorts, appearing on national TV radio shows. And she'll be throwing out the first pitch tonight at the Bakersfield Blaze games. There's rumors the teams have developed some sort of small device, some kind of small mitt and ball, so she can throw out that first pitch. We're not told on those details yet, but Jeremy will be in attendance with her on the mound. 23ABC will live stream this event at 6:40. Of course, the first pitch at 7:15. We will have all that information for you. As we mentioned, this is a big deal for Bakersfield Blaze. I talked to one of the team officials, and they say this is really cool to bring a highlight to Bakersfield and also something positive here. Todd, back to you.
All right, Tim, thanks. Now, as he mentioned, because of all the hype and people around the world want to see this first pitch thrown out tonight, we are going to stream it on our website and our mobile and tablet apps. And if you haven't downloaded our app, do so. On the homepage, you will find the story right in front. If you tap on that story, it will go to the story about the hero cat. You just slide down a little bit and you'll see the arrow there, right there. Hit the arrow and you can watch the live stream. Tim's going to be out there about 6:40. The Tara, the cat, is expected to throw out that first pitch, and however she ends up doing it at about 7:15. So you can watch it right here tonight. Jackie.
And if you're not able to make it to tonight's feline debut, you have another chance to watch this star rise to fame. That's right, Tara will also be dropping the puck at the Bakersfield Condors game this Friday, May 23rd. Make sure to purchase your ticket for the game by going to bakersfieldcondors.com and check out our website for that game's live stream. Well, the cost of getting hurt, everything seems to be more expensive nowadays. The latest price hike you might end up paying. And some controversial comments have a mayor catching heat, what he said and who he's offended.
If you happen to find yourself needing an ambulance anytime soon, expect for that trip to the hospital to cost you a lot more. County supervisors today approved a proposal that will increase ambulance rates by 16%. Hall ambulance basic life support and advanced life support base rates will increase $311, making a trip to the hospital now nearly $1,500. Hall Ambulance is the most frequently used service in the county. The increased rates may be a result of the economy and ambulance operation costs.
The Tejon outlets could be getting a little sweeter. Dwar's has announced that the ice cream shop is in talks to open its 4th location at the shopping center's food court. They're still negotiating the lease with Tejon Ranch right now, and they are just waiting for the green light. The 814 square foot space would be more like a Dwar's Express, but it will still include all their specialty desserts, milkshakes, and candies. The new site would create between 20 and 30 jobs, with hiring taking place tomorrow between 9 a.m. and 2 p.m. at the Callaway Drive location. If you are interested in applying, make sure you show up with your resume and application, which can be found at dwarscandy.com.
Troubling comments. The Port River mayor is under fire after he took a controversial stance on bullying. What he had to say in the reaction coming up.
Plus, preparing for the weekend, rangers are getting ready for tourists heading for the great outdoors. What could be outlawed for this weekend? Colin?
That's right. Be careful with the fires out there. This low is still affecting the weather. We'll talk about how long this lasts after the break.
The National Park Service is making way for Memorial Day visitors at Sequoia and Kings Canyon National Parks, while also battling very dry conditions. Reporter Jessica Perez tells us why the current drought could mean fire restrictions at our national parks.
The fog crept into the park Tuesday morning, blanketing its giant sequoias. As visitors head to the park to see the majestic trees, the National Park Service will be monitoring the grounds, testing for moisture in case they have to implement fire restrictions.
It is drier in the park, and we're anticipating that as the summer goes on, it'll get drier and drier.
Precipitation levels are only 50% of what they should be at Sequoia National Park. If the grounds become parched, no wood or charcoal fires would be allowed in picnic and camping areas. If conditions worsen, all open flames would be banned. Rangers are now letting visitors know when they come into the park that they need to be careful with any flames.
If you're having a campfire, whether it's in the campground or outside of the campground, you need to make sure that it is completely out.
Visitors like Jake Thune from San Diego know all too well how quickly wildfires can spread, with 27,000 acres burned near his hometown.
And if everybody's already up there, it just makes it harder to get everybody out. If there's no restrictions already in place, I think it's just a good kind of baseline to already have.
While rangers keep an eye on the drought conditions, they're also getting ready for a busy Memorial Day weekend. They expect more than 30,000 people to visit, and they believe the lack of snow is helping drive tourists in.
It's been a little bit busier than it usually is this time of year because we have a lack of snow, so people they're not intimidated by having to put chains on.
Well, we did have some clouds today, but it was all about the sun for a group of elementary school kids. Today, the BCSD and PG&E teamed up to bring Solar Day at Muncie Elementary. 3rd, 4th, and 5th graders participated in solar experiments and then demonstrated solar houses they built. And they finished the day with a solar race car derby.
Always believe in yourself. You never know if it's going to work or not. So it's real great.
Solar Day was made possible by a $5,000 grant from PG&E to encourage these students at a young age to explore alternate sources of energy.
The great thing about the forecast for the sun, it's going to be burning for a couple more billion years, we think, so it's a good technology to use. Low pressure here now has moved off to the northeast of us, and that means what? It's still going to influence our weather a little bit, meaning we'll have some cloud cover and a chance for mountain storms and rain. Not a lot of it, but still a chance, and that's all we want out of this kind of system at this time of year. Scattered showers to the north, but to the north in Yosemite in the mountains, look what it left behind. What a gorgeous picture from today. Not a lot of snow, just a dusting on the trees, but changes are still possible even this late in May. If you're traveling there for the 3-day weekend, it will be warming up to 80 degrees plus, so don't worry about cold weather and camping if it's too cold. The warm up is on the way. Scattered showers over the Grapevine won't affect your commute much. Lake Isabella had some showers today, and that's really about it. Live in Pismo Beach, setting sun. Is this part of your weekend? No matter where you go, coast, mountains, north, south, it's going to be great. There are the clouds we're left with to the east. Not dropping much rain, just a sprinkle here or there. 73 our current temp. And winds are northwesterly 15, gusting to 23. Low 70s across the board. Mid 50s right now in Tehachapi. And over the Grapevine, a little cool at Fraser Park at 49. Wind speeds up and down the valley floor. Sustained winds here, 15 to 20 miles per hour. Nothing dangerous out there, but that breeze continues as that low continues to churn counterclockwise to our east. 75 is the high today. 85 is the average for this time of year. Low mid 70s across the board for highs. 64 to Tehachapi and at 57 for some areas to the east and mountains were a lot cooler today too. So this low doesn't leave very quickly. As a matter of fact, this won't get till Texas until Saturday or Sunday. So it's a slow mover, and therefore we'll keep the clouds in the forecast and slight chances of rain for tomorrow and even Thursday morning, and then it'll be gone. Future radar keeps things around the mountains and deserts, just sneaking in here all the way through Wednesday night into Thursday morning, but I'm not expecting much rain here in Bakersfield whatsoever. Just in case you're wondering why, here's one of the reasons. Models and we are not very confident about anything dropping on your yard in town, but again, mountains and deserts, an indication eastern Kern County could just see a sprinkle all the way through Thursday. Wind speeds at the surface northwesterly 15 miles per hour tonight. That'll calm down after midnight and we'll go mostly clear. And then the wind pattern for Wednesday and into Thursday continues to be from the west. So until we get an easterly wind in here, that won't warm us up. So, 80 tomorrow is likely in many spots, but even hotter into the weekend. So we'll go back into it in case you want the heat just back in time for the weekend. And for pool parties, you do. 62 Yosemite, 74 in Sacramento. And we've got upper 60s for the Sacramento area. Down south, temperatures look pretty good. Low to mid 70s at the beach. And this area, always cooler. Pismo Beach, Tomorrow Bay, 62 to 66 will be your range there. To the southeast, Palm Springs in the 80s. It'll go back to 100 by the weekend. 74 in Anaheim and upper 60s for Santa Monica. For us, upper 70s to 80. Northwest winds 5 to 10 miles per hour for most of the day. Really looks nice. How about the mountains? Tehachapi looks good, right? Not bad. Low 60s, 70 for Lake Isabella. And overnight lows tonight will be nice and crisp. Upper 30s in spots in the mountains. And on the valley floor, we'll be into the low 50s for lows tonight, as will be the desert for the most part, rebounding into the mid 70s tomorrow with gusty winds from the northwest. The high tomorrow, 80. Climbing over the hump, getting ready for the 3-day weekend. So 3 days until the 3-day weekend. Temperatures look nice. If you like it warm, mid to upper 90s. And even in the Kern River Valley, temperatures will be rebounding nicely just in time for the weekend, upper 80s to low 90s. And in the mountains, temperatures here will also be warming up. So enjoy the cool while it lasts.
Oh, we will. All right, thanks, Colin.
Yep.
An actor from the TV show The Shield is in custody tonight for the alleged murder of his wife after police found her dead inside their home late Monday night. Actor Michael Jace, the man who plays the Los Angeles cop on television, was arrested early today for allegedly shooting his wife. Police told reporters that Jace called 911 and told the operator he had shot her. Her body was found sprawled in the hallway of their Los Angeles home. Detectives also recovered a handgun believed to belong to Jace. He's currently behind bars on $1 million bail.
A local man convicted of shooting and killing 2 brothers has learned his fate. Stephen Stewart agreed to a plea deal of 38 years and 4 months. Stewart shot and killed brothers Brandon and Zachary Sims in 2012. They were in their 20s and the sons of Vincent Sims. He is the owner of Bad Dog Bail Bonds.
The eyes of the nation are on the mayor of Porterville after he made some remarks at a city council meeting that many found insensitive to those who've experienced bullying. Tulare County officials met with Mayor Cameron Hamilton last week to discuss setting up safe zones on school campuses as a means of protecting teens from getting bullied, especially those with the LGBT community. But the debate got heated as Hamilton criticized the proposal, saying it's costly and will not teach kids how to stand up for themselves, although his remarks were a little more blunt.
I'm against bullying, but I'm getting tired of it being used as a mantra for everything, and it ills the world when all most people have to do is grow a pair and stick up for themselves.
It's just entirely inappropriate and another black eye for the city, for the mayor to say something like that.
Many are worried if this safe zone project is rejected, it will fail those teens who are already at risk.
Word Wizard, a local student, hopes to show everyone what it takes to be a champion. Her chances still to come.
California Chrome has already arrived in New York and is prepping for the Triple Crown shot at the Belmont Stakes. This morning, the 18-wheeler carrying the California-bred star pulled up at barn 26 at Belmont Park. The horse, with ties to Kern County, already won the Derby and the Preakness, and now the colt will try to become horse racing's 12th Triple Crown winner on June 7th.
I think the industry could really use a Triple Crown winner right now, especially with a story like this horse has. You know, it didn't cost a ton of money to buy this or to breed them, and it's just kind of a feel-good story. It just goes to show you never know what, you know, what can happen in this game.
If he does win the Belmont, he would be the first horse to win the Triple Crown since Affirmed did it back in 1978.
The big winner of this year's Kern County Scripps Spelling Bee is preparing to compete on a national stage. And 23 ABC got a chance to meet up with the crafty wordsmith. Norris Middle School student Isha Sohail is traveling to our nation's capital this weekend. She has spent the last few months going over thousands of words in her Webster's New International Dictionary just to prepare to compete in the National Spelling Bee. She is up against hundreds of other students from around the country.
I'm hoping I at least get into the semifinals, but to get in the champion finals, that would be just a dream come true for me. But to actually win it, beyond dream come true.
The preliminaries for the Spelling Bee begin next Tuesday. The championship takes place on May 29th. We will be following her progress. It is a Scripps event, of course, and we'll have reports from Washington.
Wish her all the best.
Yeah.
All right.
I still can't spell rhythm. I just can't do it.
That's a tough one?
It is for me.
It is.
R-I-T.
Close. Jackie. No one wants to try it. Try it at home. Weather's warming up.
All right.
R-Y.
Have a great night.
TH.
We'll see you back here at 11.
RTH1.